All right, let's just jump right into this explainer. Today, we're completely rethinking how we execute complex projects. We are officially leaving behind that absolute chaos of flying by the seat of our pants and charting a course towards some beautiful, reliable predictability.
So, our source text kicks things off with a pretty hard truth. It says, the expected result of a particular software project may be more dependent on the star developer in a company than anything else. Organizations cannot afford to rely on heroic individuals. I mean, think about it. How many times have you personally seen a failing project saved at the literal 11th hour by one person pulling, 3 caffeine-fueled all-nighters? It's stressful, it's exhausting, and fundamentally, it is just not a scalable strategy.
And that is exactly where our main source material comes in, the 4th edition of the Project Management Maturity Model by J. Ken Crawford. You can think of this as our master blueprint. It's this incredibly comprehensive tool designed to help you diagnose exactly where your organization currently stands and then map out a really logical, step-by-step path to true repeatable success. Here's our roadmap for today. 1. Moving past heroic efforts. 2. The Maturity Model Framework. 3. Climbing to Level 3. 4. Reaching the optimization peak. And 5. Adapting to agile environments. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. Moving past heroic efforts, recognizing the ad hoc chaos.
Section 2. The Maturity Model Framework, breaking down the blueprint.
Okay, so how do we actually fix all that chaos? Well, the maturity model introduces a systemic solution using a really clever matrix. It intersects 5 distinct levels of maturity against 10 vital project management knowledge areas. And this is heavily influenced by industry gold standards like the PMBOK Guide, which, let's be real, is essentially the project manager's rulebook, and the Software Engineering Institute's CMMI models for software process improvement. The central thesis here is that we can't just evaluate project management as one giant monolithic entity. We literally have to look under the hood at the individual gears turning inside the machine.
Now, these are just a few of those specific knowledge areas the model evaluates, things like scope, cost, quality, and risk management. To truly understand your organizational maturity, the model dissects every single one. Take scope management, for example. It doesn't just ask a simple yes or no, like, do you manage scope? It looks deeply at how you actually collect requirements and control changes. It ensures the entire breadth of a project is controlled systematically. That way, your so-called hero developer isn't stuck burning the midnight oil building features the client never actually asked for in the first place.
But the model goes beyond just those basic knowledge areas. To rapidly mature, it heavily weighs 3 special interest components as absolutely crucial catalysts. Those are the project management office, management oversight, and professional development. Because frankly, experience shows that if executives aren't actively involved, or if you aren't continually upskilling your team, your processes are absolutely going to stagnate. These 3 components are basically the glue holding a sustainable culture together.
Section 3. Climbing to Level 3, establishing institutionalized standards. To actually progress from that initial chaos we talked about, we must intentionally evolve up this 5-step staircase. We always start at a totally reactive Level 1 state, where processes are completely undocumented and entirely reliant on those exhausted heroes. Then, we step up to Level 2, where some basic processes exist, but maybe only for the highly visible, big-ticket projects. Level 3, though, is the real turning point. This is where processes become true organizational standards. They're institutionalized, they're repeatable, and they are beautifully tailored to each specific project.
Let's contrast these 2 worlds for a second. Does the ad hoc, unpredictable tornado of chaos sound a bit too familiar? At Level 1, management might vaguely know a project exists, but metrics are collected informally, if they're collected at all. But when you look at the alternative, the gears of progress in a mature system, it's a whole different story. At Level 3, clients are actually integrated into the team, processes are automated, and most importantly, success is repeatable. You aren't just crossing your fingers and guessing if a project will succeed. You have an actual system that ensures it.
Section 4. Reaching the optimization peak, integrating metrics and continuous improvement.
While Level 3 offers fantastic stability, Levels 4 and 5 represent the ultimate organizational utopia. We're talking about a space where your project data isn't just sitting in some siloed spreadsheet on someone's desktop. It is fully integrated with corporate systems, like finance and resource management, to drive real strategic decisions. At Level 4, management uses efficiency metrics to evaluate every single change. And at Level 5, you are officially a best-of-breed organization. You have formal processes specifically designed to continuously improve performance based entirely on lessons learned. It's a real game changer.
Section 5. Adapting to agile environments, integrating modern practices.
Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking right now. Okay, this all sounds great, but my team uses agile methodologies. How on earth does a rigid-sounding 5-level framework adapt to that? Well, to accommodate hybrid or agile teams, the model introduces a major shift away from traditional command and control structures, focusing heavily on servant leadership. Instead of dictating work from the top down, a servant leader exists to basically serve the team, share power, and aggressively remove any obstacles in their way.
At the organizational level, this means an agile project management office completely sheds that old process police identity. Instead of handing out speeding tickets for rigid reporting or, aggressively policing time tracking like mall cops, the agile PMO becomes a true lean enabler. It focuses entirely on strategic alignment, data analytics, and providing value-driven advisory services to help self-organizing teams actually succeed.
These are the specific ways Agile reshapes those traditional knowledge areas. So instead of a static, unyielding scope, you're managing flexible epics and features. Instead of top-down resource allocation, you have empowered, self-organizing teams prioritizing continuous technical excellence. The model ensures that even in an agile environment, teams are reflecting, tuning, and adjusting their behavior based on ongoing customer collaboration. It's agility for sure, but with rock-solid systemic maturity backing the whole thing up.
Which brings us to a vital question I really want you to take away from this explainer today. Take a second and honestly assess your own workplace right now. Does your organization rely on heroic individuals, or do you actually have a mature system in place? Are you still just hoping a star employee pulls an all-nighter to save the day? Or are you ready to chart a course toward a predictable, optimized system tomorrow? The blueprint is literally right there. You just have to take the first step. Thanks for hanging out and learning with me today, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.